The next information involves the uncensored graphic details of the crime committed, and some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. In the realm of the darknet exists an urban legend of the Red Room. The myth that if you dig deep and long enough, you will find the furthest reaches of human depravity consisting of torture, murder, and snuff films. It is told to host a live broadcasting with interactive rapes, murders, and tortures committed to the victim according to the audience's preferences. The room has never been factually proven to exist, as they say it was only an urban legend, until it was proven not to be. In the island of Mindanao of the Philippines, where child trafficking and prostitution is rampant, lived a man named Peter Scully. He had moved there after fleeing from a property scam back home in Australia, which cost the investors back home over $2.68 million. But this crime is nowhere near the vicinity of his true dark nature. A man so sick and evil and full of malevolence that the devil could have created himself. Peter Scully has built up a lucrative international child sexual abuse ring named NLF for No Limits Fun that offers pay-per-view video streams of children being tortured and sexually abused. He would lure young children to his home with the promise of food and rape them while recording them. After noticing his crimes remained unanswered, he would soon involve two of his Filipino girlfriends as accomplices, Carmen Alvarez and Lizelle Margello. Both of these girls had taken a part in the abuse. Peter Scully and the two accomplices would rape these children, force them to perform sexual acts on each other, torture them, all in front of the camera, which is to be sold over the dark web. One of the notorious videos that he filmed and sold was titled Daisy's Destruction. This video was sold to his clients on the dark web for up to $10,000. The video was so gruesome in nature that it was believed only to be an urban legend until Scully and accomplices were arrested. This particular video was about Daisy, an 18-month-old infant at the time of abuse, and was tortured, sexually exploited, and molested, along with two other children that were tortured with fire, upside down, all still while on camera. The introduction of the film starts with an invitation to watch Daisy's mental ruin as she learns how to please her mistress, which is a reference to Margello, who carried out most of the physical abuse in this video. After a few years of successfully evading the law enforcement, Scully would set out on his final abduction. Scully would abduct two teenage girls in which he performs his now usual devilish acts and subsequently forces them to dig their own graves in the basement of the house. After 5 days of continued torture, one of his accomplices, who felt remorse after coming home and finding them in pet collars, set them free. The two teenage girls escaped and notifies the law enforcement, which ended the child pornography ring. Organized crimes like these are only a few of many. The underground of the internet is a breeding ground for humans' darkest desires. The dark web has managed to lurk into almost every industry that you can think of, and will most likely continue to be rampant, as the nature of the darknet will aid in masking their identities. An average person will spend almost 100% of their online hours venturing on the surface web. And although the darknet accounts for over 95% of the online empire, it has still managed to keep itself under the radar of the mainstream population.